Welcome back to Psychic Medium, the podcast, with your friends, Kelly, the spiritual messenger, and myself, Ken, the rune walker. Hi, Kelly.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
You're hanging in there. Oh, your poor headache. That's not fun. Headaches aren't fun.
No, it's getting a little better though, so we're good.
Good. How are you recovering from all of your other
Pretty
fun
good.
physical stuff?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Back, obviously, you know me. Back full time. Back doing my thing. I just need to be able to be back all the way so I can get my gardening done. So, it's crap on my
Yes.
style.
Stupid physical
I know.
shit.
Jeez. No,
I've
happy
seen-
to have it done though. Very much so happy to have it done.
Good. I've seen
Yeah.
pictures of your garden. It looks amazing.
Thank you. It's coming along quite well for two broken people. So doing pretty good.
It's gorgeous. Like
Thank
you guys have done so much. Tate keeps sending me pictures. I'm jealous.
Ah, thank you. I know. I started looking at before and afters, and I'm like, holy shit, is that the same house? Like, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Thank you.
So today, you guys, we are going to talk about the retreat that we are hosting in October of this year, 2024. It is going to be the second weekend in October, and I always forget what the dates are.
It's the 12th and 13th.
Yeah, 11, 12, 13. Friday,
11, 12,
Saturday,
13.
Sunday. Yeah. Oh my God. I can't believe that. I'm super excited. I loved the idea. I was, I'm you had one last October
Mhm.
in Park City, and so this year it'll be you and me, and we might have a couple other people who are experts in their field jumping in as well. So I'm excited to kind of expand our pool of great practitioners for you guys to pull from.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really excited about this one. Plus, it's in my backyard. It's going to be up here on the beautiful Oregon coast.
I know, I'm very excited. It's going to be near Florence, Oregon, which
Mhm.
is just, I mean, it's a hop, skip, and a jump for you.
Yeah.
And there, well, let's talk about this first. A weekend at the beach, you just cannot pass up
No, you can't.
at
It's
all.
ever, ever. Like, yeah. Beach time to me is my reset. It's my breath. It's where I go to like just let everything go for a minute. So the weekend of the coast is a win-win.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I when we lived up there, and when Tate and I had been up there before, one of my favorite things to do right along there is go to the sea lion caves. That's
Me
one of
too.
my favorites. There's also I will pronounce it wrong, but I think it's Hecate Lighthouse.
Hmm.
That's there. There's also in Florence. There's an old downtown. I've been several times and had dinner, and like one of my college friends lives near there, and he and his band perform sometimes. So I'm hoping that they're performing like on Saturday night when we're there, and we can all just go down to the little restaurant in town and listen to live music and have some fun.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And there's like a lot of like the Hobbit trails up there. That's pretty cool. It's like this
Yes.
little hike down into this little secret beach. There's just so many things that are just not far from where we're going to be that are amazing.
No, there's a ton, and there's a very special event happening that is not because we're there, but I mean we're special. But there's a whole other event happening that same weekend that and I don't want to drop just yet. But it's going to be like it couldn't have been any more better timed. So once that
Agreed.
kind of gets more settled and we're going next weekend to stay at the place where we want to have the retreat, and we're
Mm-hmm.
going to talk to them and get everything kind of worked out. So once that's all settled, we'll let you know, and you'll be able to make your reservations, and then also we'll let you know that the other big event, because it's happening at the same hotel, which will be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that could not have worked out more beautifully when we chose. Had no clue and then found that out. I'm like, well, that just works amazingly.
Yep, same. I thought the same. So, what is your what's your favorite thing about being there at the coast, especially there? Because there's some really beautiful things along the Oregon coast. But what about that part of the coast do you love?
Well, first of all, anywhere on the coast, I love the smell. I love the smell of the ocean
Mm,
and the just that saltiness and that breeze that comes through. That's just my favorite. But really love that area. Chris and I go there quite often between Florence and Yachats. And we have kind of our favorite little stomping grounds up there. Our favorite breakfast place is up there that we'll drive out just to go there for breakfast. Um, but I just really love some of the beaches down there. Like and I'm new to Oregon, but I feel like it's called the Heceta Head Lighthouse. And then there's the
yeah.
Heceta Beach.
Yes.
Um, and if I'm wrong, don't shame me as an Oregonian not knowing that.
You're
But
new.
I know I am new. But there's some really cool beaches down around there. And a lot of times, like the seals will come right up on, some of the ocean banks. It's pretty cool to go see them and play with them. But the great thing about the Oregon coast is no matter what time of year you go, it's phenomenal. It is
Yeah.
phenomenal. And our plan is to have an amazing fire on the beach. Well, I'm not going to give too many details, but I'm pretty stoked about that and doing some magical things with the water. So I'm pretty stoked about that part.
Yeah. Good. I
Yeah.
am too. I think I will. I collect water and then bring it back to the desert in case I need. I need any ocean water for any intentions, or any workings that I'm doing that need that. Um, and sand. I bring back both
Yes.
usually.
Yes. Well, it was kind of cool. Our last retreat that I did in Utah in October, I actually, we brought ocean sand and ocean water from Oregon with us and incorporated that. So it's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
But this time you can collect all you want. Just don't get seen by the park ranger, but you do you. But
Yeah. Right.
yeah, what
Well,
is
that's
your favorite
encouraging.
part of that area?
One of my um one of the things I love most about the ocean is that uh just like any other water, water can be life-giving. It is life-giving and can be life-taking, and I feel like that liminal space of being on the beach and understanding the power of the ocean enough to not turn your back on it, and
Hmm.
kind of the exhilaration, I think, for me, that is experienced when life isn't assured, and when you have to pay attention and you have to be aware, and that also brings to me a form of peacefulness and peace, um, from being at the beach. But yeah, so I really can't wait to get back. I'm gonna be there obviously next weekend, but um, thank goodness I was on the East Coast, not in April, and got to go to the beach. So now I'm gonna hit the West Coast. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing. I think it's pretty cool too. Every time, and for me, it's my backyard. We're not that far from it, but every time it's almost like a whole new world to me, and I kind of forget because I get so wrapped up in my own, my yard and my house and work. And when Chris and I get in the car and we just head to the coast, it's like I'm a whole new world, but I have to remind me, I'm like, "Oh my god, this is my backyard. This is my home."
Yeah.
And it's just that easy reset. So it's everybody's like, "Do you miss Utah?" And I'm like, "Don't get me wrong, I miss my people, I
Hmm.
miss my family, but you cannot beat just having the coastline as home and being so close to all the beautiful things and trees and waterfalls." And so I'm very blessed that I get to have that
Yeah.
all the time. But again, I forget sometimes that that really is my playground in my backyard. So I'm excited for everybody else to experience my playground.
I know. I think we are too. Everyone who wants to come and is kind of getting prepared to come is excited.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
so what we're going to promise you is that you are going to walk away from this retreat having an outlined, detailed spiritual practice or personal development practice, whatever we want to call it. And that's going to include uh, the things that you are going to do in your spiritual practice, the things you can do to check in with yourself, the things you can do to augment. It's going to be a process. So you may get back and only implement one thing, but then 2 weeks later, once you've kind of gotten that down, you'll implement something else. But
Mhm.
and it'll be completely individual. So we're going to help you develop this plan to develop your own spiritual practice with the things that it looks like, the time periods, all of that stuff is going to be included. So I'm very excited about that concept because for me, and I know you are too. We work really well together, but also work really well with our clients one on one. And so having a retreat where we experience all of these things and then we help from these things people build out a
Yeah.
practice is what I'm super excited about.
Me too. And what I love about this is we've been talking about in creation mode of this is I want to make this clear too. It's not everybody's going to have the same plan. Everybody's going to have the same, you know, development practice. No, we are going to help each individual tailor that to them. We're going to help you create your own practice, your own, your own way of doing things and having that takeaway, having that piece to go home with you and helping you get rid of some of the inconsistencies in your practice.
Yeah, I love that because uh, I did cold plunge for a month solid in
Yeah.
January, and then I
Okay.
got sick, and then I didn't want to do it while I was sick, and it took me a couple weeks to get over that, and then by the time that happened, I I haven't done it since, right? So
Mhm.
um, the inconsistencies can happen from things like that, or because you forgot one day, and then I'll tell you what happens for me is I beat myself up, right?
Yeah.
My old pattern is I would beat myself up, and then that actually makes it harder to do it again. So we're gonna anticipate those things happening because they
Mhm.
will, and then help give you tools to work through them. Um, as part of all of this, the retreat, one of the other things we're going to offer is one-on-one phone calls with you before and after. Uh, to get a better idea about what you need personally and individually, and then also on the back end to help after the retreat to help with following up or any questions or concerns that you might have or how's it going. So you're not just getting us for the weekend, but we'll talk to you before and after as well, which I think is an important part of this of the process.
Yeah, I do love that part. And again, that's how we're really taking the time to individualize this for everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be yours when you leave.
Mhm.
It will be yours, not everyone else's, and your name is at the top. It's yours. So
Mhm.
I'm super stoked. I'm super stoked about that.
Me too. It's going to be all kind of like a whole new way of doing things. So,
Yeah, yeah. This will be
yeah.
new for how we've approached it.
Mhm.
and how we are going to approach it. Um, yeah, and who knows? We we may have we may have another surprise for you, um, in the form of quite possibly a book.
Yes.
Yes, we're very excited about that.
Yeah.
Um, I know that's something you've heard before, and you're like, we've heard about the book, but guess, do you know how long it took me to write my book? Oh my God, like 6 years. It is
They do
not an
take
easy process.
No, it's not. It's not. But I'm excited, and we're already, kind of talk about the next one now. So we're got things moving.
Yeah, things are moving. And we want you to have things moving too. And that's part of the reason for having this, helping develop this spiritual practice. And I'm super excited, and I appreciate being involved, and I appreciate a little partnership with Kelly, and not just this, psychic me in the podcast, but also the retreat. It's going to be really amazing and fun.
It is going to be fun, and anyone who came to our psychic week, you know, and our other things we've done together, we know how to have some fun too. So there's that,
Yeehaw,
right?
motherfucker! I think that was probably from a movie somewhere, but like, um, probably City Slickers or something like that. That's hilarious.
I think you're right on that one. If anyone's got the right, if we're wrong and anyone has the right answer, please chime in and let us know.
Yes, yes. Um, Gosh, what else? Anything else we want to like?
Well, I guess one thing,
Huh?
I talked about that a lot of people will be thinking, I'm just going to drop this right now. We are going to have some payment options available too. So everybody who's kind of listening to this going, I really want to go, whatever, like, hold on, we're going to get some details out, but there is going to be some options to, if break it up a little bit if we need to. So don't, so pay attention, watch for your details if that's something that you would need.
Yep. Yes. And Don asked us on the Facebook post, um, and said it would be helpful if people want to come and stay a few extra days on either end of it, to give a list of things to do and see along
Hmm.
the coast. So we're more than happy to do that, especially since we both love that part of the U.S. And um, you'll be able to fly you guys into either Eugene or Portland. I was looking at flights the other day, and it's way cheaper to fly into Portland and get a car and drive down. But the drive is about a 3 hour drive from Portland. Um, Not but, uh, and if you fly into Eugene, it was maybe like, gosh, $200 more a flight. But that was me just looking real quick. And
Yeah.
then you can rent a car, and it's only like an hour drive.
Yeah, it's like about a little under an hour from
Yeah,
me to the coast. Now, one thing is too, the drive will tell you if you fly into Portland and take that drive down the coast, all the way down in. Oh my gosh, it's like it's amazing. It's
stunning.
beautiful, and there's some amazing little towns to pop in, and if you really wanted to have an adventure, you can go down through to Tillamook on the way down. There's a lot of really cool places on the way down the coast too. So make this an adventure in itself, getting to us and going
Yeah,
home from us. So,
yeah. You can fly into Portland in the morning, go over to Cannon Beach, see the big
mhm.
Goonies rock, right? And
Yes.
then on the way, you can hit. Is it called? I don't. I hope it's. I have to check and see if it's still open. But it was like milepost 26. Um, uh, if you're on 26, it's a little place to stop between Portland and the coast. That actually, like, the cinnamon rolls are gigantic, and Tate and I stopped there once years and years and years ago, and they're just like melty and gooey and so delicious. So if I will check and see if that's still open. If it is, I will make sure that I put it out there.
Yes. You're going to need to send that to me because Chris and I were just talking about we're going to drive up to Cannon Beach for the week. So soon.
Yes.
So
Yeah, ask you yeah, and we'll ask Tate because it was so fucking good. It was so delicious. And that you're right, like there's Tillamook with the ice cream and the cheese, like there's
it's
so many
fun.
places to see down the coast that if you flew in Friday morning, take the whole day going down the coast. That's what a
Yeah,
beautiful way to do it.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, drive down, meander through the little spaces, and I love the people,
Yeah.
just different people of all walks of life, but it's just a really great adventure, and if you really wanna get fun with this, um, you could when you're done with the retreat, you could go down and go drive down. Chris and I do this drive all the time. We drive down into Northern Cal, down through the redwoods.
Oh, yes.
Go down to the
Ooh.
redwoods, and then we drive down into San Jose and San Francisco, and then fly out of there. But if you really want to make this an adventure, you can. But that's one of our favorite drives. Is we just head south, and go down the redwoods.
Now I'm looking at, when do I have to be back? Oh, damn. I have to be back. I have to be back in Utah on the 15th. Damn it. Or else I would go through the redwoods. We would have a caravan. Um, yeah. So you guys, we're super excited about the retreat. Kelly, I'm excited. Um, and I really can't wait to see, like, yes, all the fun stuff aside, and we are going to have a ton of fun. There will be time to relax. There will be time to do all that stuff. Yes. And what I'm most excited about is seeing all of you at the following retreat, next spring, which is probably going to be in New Orleans,
Yeah.
um, and see how far you've come and see what you've been able to do, and then take that and build on top of that
Mhm.
for the next retreat. So it won't be the same retreat. It'll be, okay, this is what we've done. And then how do we then keep going and how do we keep continuing it?
Yes.
Um, and we have talked about New Orleans, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be kind of like the second part of what Oregon Coast is going to hold. It all builds together. I think that's the most beautiful part of what we're creating.
Yep, agreed. And we'll hold you accountable because 6 months from now, or 6 months from
Mhm.
October, when we have the one in New Orleans, we will ask you to bring your your plan that you figured out in
Yes.
Oregon. So and see how it went. Really see how it went, how to go, um, and go from there.
Yes. All the
So
beautiful
much
adventures.
happening. Yeah, so many fun things. Um, I pulled a card today. So from the Whispering Woods Enchanting Secrets from the Forest deck, and it says growth. The tallest oak tree once started as a seedling. Do not be afraid to try something new. And I thought that was
Mm.
kind of appropriate for it's appropriate for it's appropriate for our conversation and for you listening to start into preparing for the retreat.
I just pulled a quick card just for shits and
Yay!
giggles, and I pulled gratitude.
Ooh.
Nice, right?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Gratitude for yourself, gratitude for others, gratitude for experiences.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's a maybe something we'll throw in there as a prep for the retreat is getting set in a gratitude mind space or mindset, um, um, because that will shift, you know, I will give you the example again. Whether you beat yourself up or not, if you miss one day, right? And
Yeah.
it's all down the drain. Um, so yeah, I love that. Gratitude mindset will be amazing.
Love
Cool.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
All right, my
excited to see
friend.
you there.
Anything else?
No, I'm just excited to hit the beach with you next weekend.
I know, I am too. I can't wait. Um, yeah, it's gonna be fun. And we again thank you guys for listening. Um, we're gonna have more episodes now that everyone's back to healthy, knock on wood. And back to episodes, and also then be on the lookout for more information on the
Yeah,
upcoming book and also the upcoming retreat.
can't wait.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.